man, this is crazy right now.
Yeah, it sound like some super hip theme music right here.
Hey y'all, what it is, what it do, it's your boy Jay Smooth. Welcome to another episode of Smooth Customs. Today, we got a pretty good episode. We're gonna be working on a 2018 Genesis. I'll be making some VIP tables, trying a little something different with a silver trim instead of chrome. And also, we'll be checking out the homie Freddy's sound system. And yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. All the new subscribers, welcome. If you're tuning in for the first time, I definitely tell you to go check out some of the older videos so you can catch up to see what we're doing. All right. Thanks to everyone. I think we're
Today, Junior,
getting really close to the 2,000 subscriber mark. The channel has been growing a lot this past year, so I'm really excited. And I got news, great news. You know, I finally sold the house, so I'll be moving out of here in 30 days, so I might just shoot one more video from this location, and hopefully by the next video, we'll be in the new spot, which I don't know what it is yet, but I'm definitely looking for something that has a good garage space. And then once that's done, you know, the move and everything, I'll start working on the air ride finally, because I'll have the time and the money, because I need to buy coilovers for the LS400 to finish the air ride suspension. All right then, so enough talking, let's get to work. All right, so, are you done? Okay, say hi.
Hi.
You done?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Anyways, let's get this build started. Now, the first part that we did on these was to make templates. Now, this is gonna be for a Hyundai Genesis 2018. The owner came by and I took measurements, and now I'm gonna go ahead and trace these onto my birch wood here so I can get to cutting them.
It's Mom's birthday.
It's not Mom's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so now that I used my Sharpie to do my outlines on my birch wood, I'll go ahead and use my jigsaw and get to cut. Alright, well, here's the part of the project where I use some flat black Rust-Oleum to paint the bottom side of the table. Now the top part's gonna get wrapped in leather, so the bottom part's gonna be exposed, and I don't like seeing this wood color, so it's gonna be blacked out. Alright, shake it up. And that's it. I'm gonna let this dry, and probably tomorrow I'll be wrapping this up in vinyl, get these finished up. All right, so I painted these yesterday. They're dry, so we're off to the next part of the project. The next step is to use these nice toilet paper roll holders to make towers for the levels of the tables. See, these right here cost like about $1.50. Got these at Home Depot. They come in chrome, gold, and white. But for this project, I'm actually gonna be painting these in silver. So, anyways, pretty easy to work with. These are plastic and they're chrome plated, you know, which means they're easy to cut. All right, so excuse my workbench. It's a mess, but anyways, I'm gonna be using my Dremel right here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my towers. And I use this sanding stick just to even out the cuts, make them level. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and mock these. I'm gonna go ahead and mock these tables up and mark where towers are gonna go. Also, you want to make sure that they're lined up. You don't want these off by much. You want them to be as evenly as possible. Alright, now that I got these marked up, I'm gonna go ahead and drill holes in the center of the pillar circles. Let's drill some holes. Now what I'm going to do is add a little wood glue and put the lock nuts in. Alright, so we've gone as far as we can go today. I have to let that glue dry. So I'll have to come back till tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be wrapping these in leather. So. Alright, so our lock nuts that we put on the top parts of the table are dry now. So now it's time for me to wrap these in leather. Well, or vinyl leather. This right here, I got 2 yards of this stuff for like 20 bucks, which is a lot. This is what I had left over from when I did the VIP table for the wife's car. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the biggest pieces first, and then I'm gonna cut these out, and I'm gonna try to save as much of the material as possible. So I'm gonna start this edge. Alright, put this to the side. Alright, I got this 3M adhesive. This is what they use to glue on headliners, which should be good because I'm gonna glue this, and then I'm gonna use my heavy duty stapler to staple the edges all the way around where the chrome trim is gonna cover it. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray some of this on the back of the fabric, and also I'm gonna spray some on the table part that's gonna get covered, which is gonna be easy to remember because it's the side that I didn't paint. Alright, so I'm gonna spray a little bit of glue on here, and I'm gonna wait like 5 to 10 minutes, let it get tacky, then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it and staple it. So I got this heavy duty stapler. It cost me about 15 or 20 bucks I think from Home Depot, and I got some staples. Nice thick ones, but not too long, just long enough. Alright, so let me go ahead and I like it. It's already looking good. So now I'm going to start stapling this, and a good spot to start is always in the middle. Sweet. Alright, next step. Once you get all the staples in, you're going to take a razor blade or an X-Acto knife, and you're going to cut the excess off the table. You want to stay under the staples, of course. And just start at one side and work your way down. Alright, there you have it. This side is done and it's ready for the trim to go around it. But before I get to the trim work, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap all the other pieces up. Alright, so pretty much the process is the same, so you don't need to see that. We'll just skip through it. Alright, so I finished wrapping all the parts in leather. They're all wrapped up. Right now what I'm gonna do is I have these cup holders. These are 2.5-inch cup holders. Now these are different from the ones that I usually use or the ones I sell. These are actually all blacked out, and these right here actually cost $4 a piece, so these are really cheap. I don't sell these. I'll go ahead and post the link. I found these on eBay. They're pretty much exactly like the ones I use, but they don't have the chrome strip or the chrome bezel on top. These aren't chrome plated like the other ones that I use. Let's see, I think I have some right here. This is the one that I usually use. So these are basically about the same size. These fit about a Coke can or a water bottle. The only difference is this is all blacked out and this is chrome. Now, I guess you could use these. I like the chrome look better, but in this particular case, the customer wants these in silver, not in chrome, to match his interior on his Genesis. So what I'm gonna do is, once I'm gonna put these in the pocket, and then I'm gonna outline where I'm gonna cut these so that the bottom half of this is cut off. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and once they're all cut, I'm gonna go spray these, spray the bezel on these, and I'm gonna do something that I've never done. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the chrome trim in silver before I apply it. I hope it works out. I hope the paint doesn't crack on me. This is completely experimental. I did do a test part, so I'm just hoping that it works. You know, if anything, worst case scenario, which I don't think, and I hope I don't have to do, I might have to tape it off once it's already on here and just kind of touch it up with the spray can. And I'm gonna be using this brilliant silver Krylon. I know the cap looked like it's chrome, but it's not. It sprays like silver. You'll see. Anyways, that'll be probably either tomorrow or the day after when I get a chance. And these will be cut with my Dremel. So pretty simple. Stick these in here like this, all the way down. Get a Sharpie. And now I know where to cut. I'm gonna go ahead and do it to all of them. Alright, as you can see, this is cut now, and I'm just going to use my little sanding stick to just smooth out the edges before I paint these and glue them in. So I'm about to go ahead and spray these parts with this silver, and I'm also going to paint these chrome towers because the customer wants some silver, not chrome. I'll probably be doing the chrome strip that goes around the outside tomorrow. I'm going to just knock these out tonight, let them dry, and then, yeah, start working on that stuff. Trying to get these done. And right now, what I did is an experiment here because I sprayed these side moldings, which are kind of flexible, and I was hoping, crossing my fingers, that they didn't crack when I bent them, and they have not cracked. So I guess my little experiment worked. These are pretty much almost ready to go. Just gotta put a little bit of a touch up because you can still see a little bit of the chrome on the edges. But I already have one piece wrapped, and as you can see, it came out pretty good. Not bad at all. None of the paint cracked or wrinkled on me, so that's good. Yeah, so now I gotta paint these other pieces and go ahead and wrap these parts up and assemble them. He's gonna be over here in a few, and I'm gonna go ahead and mount this in his Genesis. Table should be almost ready, but before I can install them, I'm gonna go ahead and use my brand new tool in the arsenal, my cutting wheel. I'm gonna use my brand new cutting wheel for the first time, because the last time I used a jigsaw and that was so wrong. Anyways, so I'm gonna take this punch flat bar piece of steel, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut 4 pieces out of this. All right, about to get the brackets done for the rear. All right, now we get the other side knocked out. All right, so the mounts are ready to get the table bolted on. Let me show you how they mount in here. None too complicated, just a couple of L-shaped corner braces. And the reason that I use the L-shaped corner braces is they come with this bend here, and that gives it a little extra strength with the weight of the table on top. Because there's some braces that are straight that you could just flatten, you know, like the hole punch. But this L shape, bend it into the right position, gives it a little support. All right, let's put the table on here. Here we go. All right, well, there you have it. Another successful set of VIP tables. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you made it this far, I appreciate the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications. And what can I say? If you guys have been watching, you already know that the cost of these tables, material-wise, is about $100. The difficulty level on this one is not as bad as that rear center console I did on the LS, but you do have to have some tools. Obviously, you saw the ones I used. Well, anyways, I'm gonna have to catch you on the next one. Take care. Peace. All right, so my man Freddie got a ridiculous sound system in his Genesis, man. This thing is incredible. There is absolutely no trunk space. 212, 4-order band pass, man. That's crazy. We about to give it a little test bump here. You gonna let me hear it out? Crazy.